the context of his time. He took over. Dave Dombrowski didn't leave him anything. And meanwhile, all those years, you've done nothing. As we also sent down Spencer Torkelson, I have zero confidence and faith in what the staff and what management thinks. I want him gone, completely removed from this organization, and I don't know how we sit here and accept it. Terry, I can't wrap my head around the idea that in this town we actually have, it's not just one individual. There's a good amount of people. I won't say the majority, but a good amount. Multiples. I'll say a good amount of people that are looking at Alavila and say, "Oh, well, he's been drafting well. If you look at it, I mean, if you look at him really in context, the context of his time, he took over. Dave Dombrowski didn't leave him anything." No, he didn't. To be fair, Dave Dombrowski
did not.
I have to be fair. Dave Dombrowski did leave Alavila with a roster that had won 4 straight AL Centrals, coming off the 4th. Alavila did leave him that team. Or, excuse me, Dave Dombrowski did leave him that team. Dave Dombrowski then took a sabbatical, went to Boston, won a World Series, and meanwhile, all those years, you've done nothing. You've traded away Justin Verlander, JD Martinez. I don't even want to get into the trades. I don't want to get into the players you let go. I don't want to get into the players you signed. Jordan Zimmerman. I don't have to talk about that. But, Terry, last night, by the way, congratulations to Jace Jung.
All right.
Round of applause.
Welcome to Detroit.
Welcome to Detroit, 100%. That's a good signing, actually. I thought it was very good. The fact that he fell, it's a good move. The problem, Terry, isn't with the kid. He has that Kevin Youkilis stance. It's kind of funky.
Oh, he's got the high.
He's got the It's awesome. It's awesome to watch.
He's back from the 1920s.
It's awesome to watch, but the frustration is you should have drafted a college bat 3-4 years ago. But instead you drafted pitchers and high school pitchers, and here we are. He's not the guy for the job. And, one of the things, individuals that you brought up, they love to defend Al on. Well, Dave Dombrowski never had the farm system that Al Avila had. And I think that is true.
Well, he didn't develop a farm system.
Why would he? He's trying to win. I don't hear the Yankees boasting about their farm system. I don't hear the Braves boasting about their farm system. I don't hear the Mets boasting about their farm system.
And what was the rally cry when Dave Dombrowski was in charge? Win one for Mr. I. That's all you heard. Win it for Mr. I.
So why aren't we winning for the fans now? It's been 8 years, 6 of which have been a rebuild. Well, 3-4 months ago, we were 100% out of the rebuild. And as we draft Jace Jung 12th overall, we're right back in it. As we also sent down Spencer Torkelson. You're still in a rebuild.
Akil Baddoo's, he's back up. But as far as Torkelson, I'm like, what took so long? He couldn't hit. He was the worst player in Major League Baseball. That's what he was rated as. So the Tigers have a history of sending people to Toledo, and guess what? They get right. So did they keep him up because they're trying to create some type of hope for fans, or did they think it was going to affect him negatively? No, I think getting out of a situation where people can't hit into a different situation, that's going to help him. So I'm excited to see Torkelson down there for a month or 6 weeks or whatever it's going to be, and see if he can get out of this. I don't know what took so long. He needs to be right, and you couldn't get right with the Tigers.
Nobody can get right, and if they believe that's going to save him, be my guest. I have zero confidence and faith in what the staff and what management thinks. I really do. Zero. This is a team that can develop their own players. The same excuses that we use for, Al Avila can't hit the ball, Terry. He can't go out there and hit it. Well, you're right. Well, that's why he signs players like Jonathan Scope and Robbie Grossman and Tucker Barnhart and everybody else. Jamer Candelario.
But I always hear that excuse, and it pisses me off. I mean, for instance, when somebody some people trying to defend Matt Millen when he was in charge of the Lions. Well, he can't go out there and tackle. No, he can't. But you know what he did? He picked the people who go out there and can't tackle. He picked the people who can't go out there and catch a football.
And he picked the coaches that would develop those guys that could or couldn't do anything.
Right. So
It
that's
all
his
matters.
fault.
So let me ask you this. If I gave you a grade, all right, let's say 5 or 6 things. If I were to give you an A for coaching hires,
Okay.
I'll give him credit to bring in AJ Hinch. Good move.
Okay.
I'll give him an A. Al Avila, so far off to a great start.
Bam.
Free agent signings, F. And yes, that includes this year's class, one of which he's not even playing. I think he ran away to Cuba or the Dominican Republic. I don't
And
know.
is not speaking.
And is not speaking to the team. And Javi Baez is Javi Baez. What do you expect?
He's a chaser.
Do I have to go all the years? It's an F. It's just an F. I don't even want to revisit and get pissed off from all the signings he's made. Trades? F. Draft picks? C.
See.
I think average. Some good, some bad. Average.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Overall winning record? F. Minus, 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 minus. Player development? D. Minus. D.
I
at
was going to
best.
give him a D.
All right.
I'm
Good.
being nice.
All right.
I'm in a good mood today.
So you suck at everything, and you still have a job. And I am feeling pretty hopeless this morning, Terry. I really am. If he's not gone by the end of the year, and I'm not talking at the end of the year, hey Al, we're gonna move you to the vice president role, or we're gonna take you off the GM position, or you're just gonna be the president.
Right.
No. Gone, Dunzo. I want him gone, completely removed from this organization, and I don't know how we sit here and accept it. I just don't. It's okay. It's okay that you suck at your job for 8 years and you get to keep it. Why? Why?
You know, I read my little comments on Twitter and emails. You know what comment I was starting to generate, not for me, but from other people, about Al Avila? When the Tigers won their 6 games in a row, are you going to apologize to Al Avila? Hell no. Not apologizing for anything. You have to. The team still stunk. You knew they weren't going to sustain this. They weren't going to win 13 in a row and then keep winning. They were in a bad situation. No.
You know what kills me? Last night, I felt I was traumatized last night. I really was. I'll tell you why. Watching the Tigers hit and be able to draft Jace Jung, that was nice to see. And the way I can equate it to is with Al Avila is imagine being in a violent relationship. You know, you're involved in domestic violence, so you're the victim of it. And every day your man or woman comes home and just smacks the hell out of you right across the face. And the one day they don't do it. Does that make up for everything else they've done? I'm asking.
Not at all.
So Al Avila, every day from when he took over up until last night, has kicked you in the dick, punched you in the face, and spit on you. But last night he didn't. So now it's okay.
Now he still says, I love you.
Now he says, I love you. You cuddle him. Maybe you f*** him. I don't know. Depends what you're into. And here we go. All is forgiven now. All is forgiven. They also got another college bat, by the way, out of Oklahoma, shortstop. Solid. That's a guy who walks more than he strikes out. Career, I believe, over 300 batting average. A good bat. Is it going to change his team this year? No. Is it going to change it next year? No. MLB timeline expectancy, I'd say 2 to 3 years.
Now be
I
careful
don't
what
have
you
a
say.
problem with the kids. I don't have a problem with the kids. Can they develop them? And when are you going to get rid of this loser GM and president?
Okay, this loser GM and president is going to be around for a while. Look at the tea leaves. There is a campaign out there that's saying that Al Avila is not doing that bad of a job. I believe it's generated by the Tigers. Chris Ilitch said he was very happy with the rebuild. Then he went on and talked about young players and stuff, but he had every opportunity to say, you know what? I'm not satisfied with what's going on here. Because nobody should be.
What do you mean? They're doing a great job, Terry. I'm really quite not sure what you're complaining about.
Well,
We know what we're doing. We have the best analytics team in baseball. What? We've got a farm system.
do you know what else they've done recently?
What's that?
They are now winning over 40% of their games. So what am I bitching about? What up to 411?
Fish, mute your mic, mute your mic, mute your mic. You're not allowed to talk. Shut the hell up.